Hey guys.
Yeah, yesterday was tough for me. I had my period.
Oh my God, you so did.
I know.
Yeah.
I just walk away.
What?
When I know at this point when it's like, all right, this guy's not on it today. I can't. I just move. I move away. I don't interact. I disengage. I go back into my shell. It's obvious fast.
Yeah, I'm not good at
Oh
hiding.
my God, so quickly.
I just leave.
I'm not good at hiding it.
I'm like
not...
an out in the world worker. I'll go anywhere.
I work for my car.
Yeah, but I think yesterday I did a decent job of staying away from everybody too. Cause I knew my energy was bad. I knew I wasn't in a good mood. So I didn't really other than the calls that we had scheduled, I didn't push myself on anyone.
I knew the second I woke up though, you guys were firing in the group chat. I was like, the good energy is back.
Today?
Like, yeah, you sent one exclamation point. I was like, thank you, God. Thank you, God. I feel good again. Because when you work so closely with someone, like it's hard to not let their energy affect your energy, even from afar on Zoom.
Totally.
So like me and you were on meetings together for like 3 hours yesterday out of the 8-hour workday. And I was like, this guy he's bringing me down a little bit. Got to fight it. So I saw that emoji and that exclamation point this morning. And I said, this is a good day. I feel good.
Well, I mean, I think, and you guys could either confirm or deny. I mean, I think it's rare that I carry that energy for too many days in a row. Even 2 days in a row is a lot. It's rare that I'm carrying that kind of feeling for any real length of time.
Yeah.
Some days it happens.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
And I think when you work closely with people, energy is so. You work for a big fucking company, you can hide and do your thing. But like when you work closely in a small group, energy is so obvious.
It's huge.
Like to people like us that are doing such a small thing.
Yeah.
There's probably a big percentage of the people that work at that place, and it's thousands of people. Like, and maybe this is an exaggeration, but like maybe 50% on the low side of the people that work at that place hate their job.
I can agree with
And
that.
that alone is something I could not even imagine.
I want to speak to those people
Yeah.
one by one.
They need help. These guys need help.
I just want to say, like, just accept your lot in life.
Some of them don't want to be happy. They just don't want to be happy. There's nothing
Well, then
else.
keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
It's tough for them to do that. They all watch
Keep
each
that
other.
to yourself or you die.
This goes into something that I wanted to talk about, and we just went to the coffee shop. And so, like when you go to Starbucks, any of the places that are, new school card machine, like Square and all that stuff, where it gives you the option to tip people on the screen, right?
Yep.
So let's say in the last 30 days, I've been experimenting because like I went from being like, I don't fucking do that. Why am I going to tip when there's no additional service? Like the way, like, you go to a restaurant, you have a really good experience with a waiter. You feel like they're going out of their way. And you say, you know what? I want to acknowledge the good job of this person. And I want to show that, know? And so I've always been that way. Like, why am I going to fucking tip? They're just asking for extra money. They're doing what they do. But I had this little private social experiment recently, and I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to see what happens. So I've been doing it. And what I notice is that, like, there's no recognition of it. Like, they don't know that you do it or you don't do it.
Yep.
So,
I mean, they do know that.
like at the end of the day or the end of the week.
They see it. I think they see it right then and there.
Well, it's
on the backside of the screen.
So in like the dozen times I've done it in the last 30 days has not been acknowledged one time. And everybody, not everybody, generalization, but like most of the people that are working at these places, they're just like this. Like to me, what I think is like incredible is Starbucks and Chipotle. Both of those places were once upon a time like the new hip place to work where everybody's like happy and in a good mood.
Yep.
And now both of those places are like this.
Yeah, they get tired of doing the same fucking thing every day.
And I'm like, what's up, bro? You people want to tip? You don't even want to talk about it? You just want me to press the button and give you extra money for hating your job, not being happy?
I think it's just there because it's an option on the screen. I don't even know if half of them think that people.
No, it is. Of course it is. But I'm thinking about the philosophy behind it. You know what I mean? Like, because I believe in that. I mean, I get yelled at by people in my family, my wife and friends that I tip too much.
Right.
But like, I believe in like if somebody is coming to an experience and bringing their personality and showing you that they give a fuck and going above and beyond. Like, that's one of the best things in this world. You know what I mean? I feel like it's such a pleasurable experience when somebody is like, you're the end point for somebody's passion and just,
Right.
joie de vivre, as they say. Like, the opposite. And you pay for that and you show, you appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the whole, just push the button, but we don't fucking give a fuck and we're not going to do anything different anyway. That's kind of crazy.
I don't tip any of those people.
Yeah, I got 2 specific scenarios about this. First of all, I'm also aware sometimes, like the coffee place I go to in the morning, I'm the first person there. But the guy that's there is the owner. And I also take into account like the intricacy of the drink I get, So like if I just get black coffee and you expect a $1 tip and you're the owner, get the fuck out of here. Right. You know?
Agreed.
Sorry, Andrew from Sayville Bean, if you ever see this.
If you hit him with like triple pump of the fucking macchiatomy, fucking.
But like the crazy side for me is like adding milk, still not getting a tip, Once a week I get dairy, not asking for the tip. The other thing that blew my mind recently with that was when we were on the airplane back from Florida. The fucking stewardess asking for a tip, I think, is crazy. I haven't flown a lot lately, but Frontier Airlines, you got to buy every single thing. I think it's pretty much the same for everything. Maybe not JetBlue anymore. I think you still get those blue chips, which is so delicious. But you order the fucking drink or you order the thing, and they're coming to take the card, but they're also taking a tip.
Well, what about Jones Beach or Shea Stadium when you get 2 beers?
That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing.
It's out of control that's an option.
Let's speak to the youngling about this, because this is like, I
just said Shea Stadium.
We've lived mostly in a world where
Polo
this wasn't
Grounds.
the case. Like, what's your take on it, Miss McCarthy?
On the tipping?
Yeah,
Just
in this particular way, not like you go to a restaurant and the server's dope.
I don't do it.
Okay.
I don't do it ever. Also, maybe 20 years from now, hopefully I will. But like, I don't got $2 here and there to just throw to every single person that I come in contact with. So no, I don't do it.
Smart.
But I think it depends on the situation. Like when we went to that place in Florida and it was like a restaurant, they're bringing the food to the table. Maybe they'll get some money.
I don't fuck with places like that as a whole. Like as a pillar of me, Jonathan Kelly, the man. I shy away from like those corporate world places. Like I'm an everyman, like I want to support the local guy.
Yeah.
Well, who always has their own personal attitude that when you're walking into it? A pizza place.
Sure.
You always know what attitude you're getting at a pizza place. Not that everybody's nice, but you know if that's an asshole pizza place.
Yeah.
And you also know if it's a super nice pizza place. Like they come in, they're happy that you have getting their business, stuff like that.
Well, those places too, it's like, especially around here.
Again, it's not corporate.
But especially around here, like a pizza place or like a deli.
Yeah.
Like, that's just Long Island at its finest. Right. You walk it in, you're like, let me get a,
Let me get it. Let me get it. Let me get it. What's your special?
Yeah. The one pizza place in my town, they fucking know my order now, so I got to stop going there.
I thought that was a good thing.
Is that your sign to get out?
Yeah,
like
it's a
they
good.
Got it down pat.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good thing if you not trying to, better yourself. But that means you've gone, if they know, it means you're probably going there more than 2 times a week.
True.
Which I am.
True.
I'm
not getting a turkey wrap.
Guys, like
right.
you usually, if it started off like where it was like, but it's also like creeped into it. Because at first it was like, meatball slice, corner, 3 buffalo knots.
I'm hungry.
Right? And like, I'm like, yeah, how'd you know? And the guy's like, come on, Now it's like, the huge.
Hey, John, how you doing, Johnny?
Fuck, gotta switch it up.
But that feels good though when someone like the huge, right? As jokey as that is, like
right.
Somebody who's taken the time to memorize what you like and how you like it, and goes out of their way. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. I mean, there's people that have been in business for 30 years, have vacation homes, and their food sucks. Their food sucks, but yet they're good at that.
Yeah.
Something to be said for that,
Yeah.
A lot of that with the it's the shit that we talk about, like synchronous versus asynchronous types of businesses, and like the there's no arguing the efficiency that like digital business and the internet and all that kind of stuff. There's no arguing the efficiency and the ability to make things more scalable, but the losing out of like the human touch, I think, is dangerous. It's dangerous.
You think there's more tipping happening now or less tipping happening because of all of these things?
Probably less because businesses are becoming cashless. So when you're cashless, unless it's like a straight up sit down type of old school restaurant kind of format, I don't think I think what we just talked about, I don't think people really tip on that.
Yeah.
But there's usually an option that'll pop up if they're using like an automated service, or like even on like Uber Eats and DoorDash. It's like the thing that always pops up.
I
is the
never
for
tip
that.
on phone. I go the minimum tip on DoorDash every single time because I'm like, these people just charged me $68 for a burrito from Chipotle, and they want more money now.
Yeah, but you're
Yeah,
still
but the
tipping.
thing is like they didn't charge you.
I would be more likely to tip there in DoorDash than I would in any of those other places because you know it's going to the, or you don't, I guess you don't know,
Yeah.
but you would assume it's going to the driver.
Also, the tip percentages on these fucking things is creeping up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What you go to tip? What you go to tip?
I do 20 all the
18
time.
and 20.
Yeah?
Yeah, at least.
How long does it take you to figure out what 20% of the bill is, both of you?
I make my wife
Depends on
do
what
it. I
time.
can't do it.
Depends on what
Yeah.
time.
Divided by 10, multiplied by 2.
I can't. I can't do it.
Usually I know how much to tip, but it's
Wait,
tough
what?
to add to the bill.
Divide by 10, multiplied by 2.
That's a smart way to
Interesting.
do it.
Tip.
Or you could just divide by 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, move the decimal place, multiply by 2.
Yeah.
That's it.
Double the tax?
I was going to say, what's double in the tax? What's that
That's
percent?
16.
That's
That's
usually
16.
16 to 18.
I spaz on that shit all the time. I'm like carrying
My
the one.
favorite ones are the ones that tell you how to do it.
Those are
like
the
they have
best.
the little key at
Those
the
are the
bottom.
best.
That's my favorite kind of receipt. You're
Same.
gonna get the highest tip from me because I don't even have to think about it.
Same.
That's why, but that's
Same.
also why America is going to be like not the power that they are anymore because we have to fucking line up the tips for people because they can't do fucking basic math.
But,
Also when it's-
that being said, if I was working in the service industry, I'd rather that than people undertip me just because they can't fucking do math.
Also, when it's added in and you don't really know that it's added in because your party's a little bit big, those things you got to double check.
Back in my day, you had to divide by 10 and multiply by 2.
I got murdered in Florida with Jen. Dude, I am not kidding you.
What do
I
you
didn't
mean?
even look at it. We had a $200 meal, right? We got the grande plate with everything, all the fish you could have possibly. Look at the bill; it's like $215. No matter what, I'm gonna do 18 to 20%. Didn't even look at it until we got to the bar. The fucking tip was already included. I 40% this
man.
guy at the end of the day.
40% of them?
Oh my god, I wanted to go back.
Excuse me, sir. Could you give me my money back?
Sir, I think I just
Yeah.
got 40%.
We can all agree that you don't deserve a 40%.
I got
tip.
murdered, and the food was terrible. Food was terrible. Everything was terrible. I got murdered.
Florida's rough, man.
Murder.
Florida's rough.
There's one scenario that the tip thing works out, and I don't know if I should say it, but like, there's still places you get hooked up, like if you hang out, you know, like you go to a coffee
the
place,
bar.
and yeah, exactly. So like the kava place, they'll hook you up, they'll buy you one, you know, and then
I
you
haven't had
gotta
that in forever.
go above and beyond on the tip thing.
Yeah.
You know?
You'd have that with like bartenders back in the day.
Yes.
Like if you
Yeah.
sat at the bar and you
Yeah.
like you hit the bartender off, they'd be filling you up all fucking day.
If you bought
Not giving a shit with
four
that.
beers,
Yeah.
one of them was on them. Always,
Yes.
always. That doesn't happen anymore.
I think it does.
Yeah.
How often are you going to a bar and ripping
Not at
4
all.
beers?
Not at all.
I think it still happens.
We were Megan. We were talking about that the other day, right? About like the joys of just sitting at a bar. I mean, I can't do
Oh,
it.
it's the best thing ever.
I can't do it anymore. You know, fucking. But it was fun in its time.
I didn't like when the liquor
Yeah.
got the count on the top of it, though.
Oh,
yeah, but like cheesy places do
rough.
that. But I guess more like
Corporate.
Yeah, corporate places
Yep.
do that. Private places don't really do that.
Like I said, I don't go out.
Same.
Same. We're all
I don't
losers.
drink like that anymore.
What's going on, Megan? Where are we at on the roster of show notes?
On the show notes, yeah, we haven't really done many of the things that we wanted to do, but that's okay. I feel like you two both have some stories. Wait, can we do a quick... how's my camera looking? Because I was on my iPhone and now it doesn't look that good.
I mean, it looks good, I think.
You're not very centered.
Does
I think
no,
she's
well,
fine now.
forget about that. I had the good one on and now I can't tell if it's good or not. It also is about to thunderstorm. But I don't know if it's a light.
This is
You
good.
look a little red.
Yeah, guys, tell me
It's
how
the
good I
tip.
look. No, what do you mean?
No, you look great. You look great.
Yeah, totally.
Stay in the middle. Stop shaking the fucking desk.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, you guys had some silly goose stories that you wanted to share.
Oh, yeah. Oh, perfect segue, right, from the kava place. So this one I forgot to say last time. I this is embarrassing, like really fucking embarrassing. And now I've been telling everybody about it.
What do you got?
So the morning that we went to Florida, I was outside waiting for you to show up. And I'm sitting in my car waiting for you to pull up. And I'm scrolling on Instagram, right? And I'm like deep in an Instagram black hole. I don't know what story I started on, but I'm at this guy who comes into the Kava place and works at the Redefined place next door, right? So I'm scrolling through his thing and all of his pictures are fucking no shirt on. You know, like he's got no shirt on. He's at the fucking Roman ruins with no shirt on. He's in the gym with no shirt on.
Johnny Nipples.
I accidentally liked one of them.
Oh shit!
At 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, the early scroll.
Early scroll.
The accidental like is a tremendous thing.
So instantly start freaking out. You know, this guy knows I'm gay. You know, now he thinks I'm gay. You know, and I know also in the back of my head that I'm gonna see this guy, and I don't really know him. Like I don't really talk to him ever. You know, like he's a guy that hangs out there that talks to other people that I talk to, and
Oh man,
You know?
this is totally embarrassing.
so
bad.
obviously I do the unlike thing, right? And then I jump right over to Google and I'm like, if I unlike it, do they know that I like it?
I'm surprised you didn't know that.
What's the answer to that?
I don't know. I couldn't really get a straight answer. So the whole flight there, that's all I was thinking about as you were just chewing my fucking ear off. And then so like I forgot about it because we had a nice time in Florida. Things happened, you know, I came back. But then I saw him this past weekend in there. And the same thing, you know, he's got fucking shirt off, his things ripped. And like, I like nodded at him like to say like, what's up? And like then jogged my memory where it's like, oh my God, this guy thinks I probably want to fuck him.
Oh my God.
And so now I've been going around like still haven't had any sort of confrontation with him. But all the people that I hang out with, I've been telling them the story and they're fucking dying laughing at the whole thing. I told Sean last night. And then last night I was there and I was on the phone. I think my wife called. So I walked to the back to take the call and he walks out and I like held the door open for him.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what's up, man? Have a good night. It just keeps getting worse and worse.
Like the
And
next
like,
time
what
you go,
point do I confront him?
Have you ever talked to him?
Never.
You've never talked to him.
Never.
at what point does he airdrop you a dick pic?
Like, does he know that I
Oh
liked
my
it or not?
God. Well, I think I've been down this road before, and it's not good, and it's the worst anxiety ever. But okay, that's dramatic. Shout out to real anxiety. But I think if they have notifications, like I don't have Instagram notifications pop up on my phone.
Me neither.
Like on the homepage. But if they have that, good chance they saw it, and
Got
then
it.
they would click into the app and it was gone. But if they just have them in the app, it might have like refreshed itself, and you're not going to see it.
You've
in
really
their
been down
activity.
this road. That's a
From
pretty
my
detailed.
research.
That's a pretty detailed fucking description there, kid.
Wait, now
Listen, I'm an Instagram sleuth.
now here's the worst advice I got last night from Sean McNeely.
Never good advice.
Sean McNeely goes, "You should have just liked all his pictures."
Oh my God.
I'm like, dude, at 4 a.m. I'm gonna fucking be liking all this guy's topless photos.
Topless photos. Oh God. That's
So I guess now it's like, dude, I gotta fucking talk to him, right?
You gotta
I gotta
like them all.
You,
You
know?
just gotta say it. Be like, yo, dude, I gotta tell you something.
just like just fucking put my wedding ring in
And
his
then what if
face.
he's
I
like,
don't think he'll know. I don't think
What if he goes like this?
It's like, come with me in the back.
I know what you did.
Or like I'm sitting there at the bar and he like slips me like a fucking Polaroid, another shirtless Polaroid.
Prints out the one that you like.
He's like, I know. He's like, I know you're suffering living a lie.
I don't like the like. I don't like that the like is a heart always. I think there should be different likes. And there should be
Interesting.
like
It
a
used to
thumbs
be.
up, and there should be like a heart.
So why don't you just hang out on Facebook, bro?
Well, no, I just think it's weird that like when people post shit like that's dramatic, like a tribute to their mom who passed away or something, and then people are like
This is amazing.
hearting it.
This is amazing.
Kind of feel like it's weird.
This is fucking amazing.
this.
You don't
is
think that that's weird?
This is amazing.
Why is that amazing?
the
Because
most
Facebook has different
literal
levels.
man
Yeah.
ever.
On
Like
what?
he can't even play fuck, marry, kill with foods because he's like, I don't know. I wouldn't do anything.
There's
that
no
wasn't a
way I
woman.
would fuck a
Like,
cheeseburger.
No, I kind
Like,
of don't like.
I don't want to put a heart on another guy's photo.
No, it's not about that. I don't necessarily like F, Marry, Kill because it's an old bit, and I just think it's redone. And I think there's
That's
a
your
way,
fucking MO.
I think there's a way to.
Yeah.
I think there's a
You
Old
did a
is
Steve
your
Martin
old is
skit.
your
yeah,
style.
but I liked when you guys were actually talking about different names for it. I thought that was kind of cool.
All right, we'll bring that in.
You know what I mean?
Noted.
But what I think is funny about what you're saying is like exactly what happened like 5 years ago. Why Facebook used to just
Well,
have
I
that.
don't know.
But now they got all
We
of
know
those
that.
things. And LinkedIn has all of those emojis.
I've never had
Instagram's like the
Facebook.
only one that doesn't have that.
Well, they should think about it.
We'll send them a note.
I don't have Facebook.
By the way, this is what Kurt thinks.
Yep.
I just think there's got to be other options.
Like, what would my have thing been in there? Like, you know, like
I think you wouldn't have pressed it because there would have been a second step.
like a layer.
To get, there would have been a layer to
like a
get
security
that option.
layer. Like that.
Thumbs up, heart.
that.
The one scenario where
What if it was like the drooling face?
the one scenario where I do think I agree a little bit is like when it's like if somebody like shares that somebody died,
Yeah.
like
You like that?
yeah, that
You
one.
like-
like
and-
on
Yeah, but heart
Yeah.
means so many different things.
no,
to
yeah,
so
definitely,
many different
definitely.
I guess so.
It's like I love.
But I always feel the a
You.
slight awkwardness
I like you.
of that particular scenario. Like, oh, my mom just died, or fucking my dog's dead, or you know, when it's like real sad.
Or even like a shitty like Jackass scenario where somebody fucking, their fucking arm gets smushed
No.
in something. Like it's something like crazy thing. People heart that shit. Like I think that's weird.
love that.
Love it.
Dead people.
I don't know.
Okay.
All right,
First full episode that we're doing.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Yeah.
This is it.
that's it.
This is it.
Hope I look good.
Kurt wore a blue shirt instead of 2 shades of gray. Jesse wore 5 shades of blue.
Canadian once again. You got some blues on too.
Oh, I'm fucking styling all the time.
Oh shit!
I mean,
Yeah.
that other shirt was wild.
Which one?
That flowered shirt
Oh
was
yeah!
crazy.
By the way, that's another output of this past week. Like
you got a lot
you
of
guys got to fucking tell me things like that. You
What?
know, like
You
don't
looked
like
happy,
change.
though. You looked happy.
I would should have went topless.
That would have been a good one for just the mustache. That would have been creepy.
Yeah, that would have been like Tom Selleck.
Yeah, but I like that shirt by itself. Like walking around with that shirt on, I don't think it looked bad. It, you know, in this scenario, not the most flattering.
Oh, okay. So now it comes out.
Yeah, but we didn't know that till
You look
after.
good.
whatever.
Should that be a segment? Honesty hour? Like
Honesty
we just
hour.
have 5 minutes
Honesty.
that we just like let it out?
No, don't do that to me. It'll put me down.
Kurt's fucking Bell's spokesman right now.
I am actually.
What
First sponsor.
That would be nice.
No, I was what are you drinking, Kurt? What are you consuming like,
Perfect.
specifically in the drinking?
Two-hearted IPA from Bell's. It's an American IPA and it's delicious. And I have the hat, I think, to match it, right? Yeah. I got the hat to match.
That's amazing.
See, I can't even see you. I didn't even know you were drinking anything.
I know.
I just guessed.
We should have
Teed
kept
that
a
up.
secret.
There's no Kurt Cam for you.
There's no Kurt Camp for me.
Mm.
No, just you two. I wanted to ask Kurt what he was consuming, drinking. I wanted to ask you guys what you're watching.
Ah,
I'm actually in a rut right now, looking for something to watch.
all right. Perfect segue. 'Cause I got something for you.
What?
The Bear.
Oh, you love that show.
The
Oh, yeah,
Bear
yeah, yeah.
is the fucking best piece of TV that's
My
been
brother was
produced
just talking about that with you, right?
in the past 5 years. It
That's
is
with the kid from
absolutely
Shameless,
amazing.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's a good actor.
It's fucking amazing. Like the emotions that run through that show. His character is very similar to his character in Shameless. But it's like they're going forwards, they're going backwards. Jamie Lee Curtis was in an episode.
Interesting.
And she's like the mother, and she's just like emotional, and it's like all of the stress of running a restaurant and getting a restaurant set up. It's amazing. Amazing.
See, my struggle with Hulu is that I have an account somewhere, but I don't know what the fucking password is. And like anytime I even think about like I can't bring myself to do that.
How is it not the same password as everything else?
It's also an extension of Disney, I believe. So it's probably the same password.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
Also, can't you press forgot password?
Yeah, but like when I go home, my world at home is a very different world.
And you guys make fun of me for stupid shit. I mean, that's bad.
No, me at home is a very, very different world. Like I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. Like I don't know. I can't do anything. I'm like so preoccupied with making sure that I am like paying attention to my wife and kids that like anything that's like extracurricular, like it's just not happening. It's not happening.
You have to focus on paying attention.
I have to
your
focus
kids.
on like being home and being
Wow.
like present.
Wow.
Anything that requires pressing one button to watch a show with my wife that I just described, no can do. Too much
Because I'm staring at her the whole time.
Yeah.
Making sure she's happy.
I'm like, listen, it's
Petting her.
Combing her hair.
I mean, maybe I need medication. I don't know. You know, maybe I do.
I think we've known.
And you know,
Perhaps.
and, you know,
We've known.
maybe you guys are just bullying me because I'm not as intelligent as you guys. Maybe
This
that's
is honesty hour.
Maybe.
That's it.
I mean, you
No.
like you got 2 fucking kids. Can't you like task them out with it?
They're little. These
They
guys.
probably know
They're
the
not that
password.
little.
Huh?
They probably
Yeah.
know the password.
They probably know the password. And they're watching all the fucking nudie shows.
Yep.
Oh,
You know?
Definitely watching nudie shows.
Well, they. What's funny is that I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I talked about this, but
Probably,
like
but
there was
let's
a
do it again.
transitional point between where like they were watching like cartoons and like Pokemon, and then all of a sudden now they're starting to watch like
Spring break.
Anime.
no like teeny bopper, like, you know, the guy who's got a girlfriend, and like the new versions of like Saved by the Bell, like whatever shit that they put out that's that kind of stuff.
Kelly Kapowski and shit.
And like one time I walk in their room and they got no shirt on and they're like watching this show, and like the girl like the guy's like trying to kiss the girl, and I'm like looking at these two guys and like, Dad, it's really hot.
Wait, they got a TV in their room?
Yeah, it's even.
Oh, definitely watching porn.
yeah, that's definitely seen
That scares the shit
a
out of me.
bare nipple.
That
Yeah.
scares the shit out of me.
Speaking of nipples,
Whoa.
what
my God.
has anyone watched like Friends lately? Like
Oh, her
a
nipple-
rerun?
yeah, I mean, it
What's
was
with the
known.
fucking nipples all? The
It was
time?
known that her nipples were out all the time.
all of the nipples,
Well, Rachel's nipples especially.
and Monica also.
I love Monica.
Yeah, but you're right. Rachel's nipples are out. I like to
All the
leave.
time.
I like to leave Friends on for the dog through the day.
And he thanks you.
It's a she.
Oh, shit.
But she's big into Ross. But yeah, it's like I left earlier today, and it was just like she's up there with a white shirt on, just nipples.
Totally on purpose.
You know?
Maybe she
100%.
just owned it. Maybe she
I
was
think it was
like,
on purpose.
I look great. Why
Yep.
not? You know what I mean? They're paying me $5 million an episode, and I'm just gonna live this life. I mean, that's what I would do if I was
Show
her.
my nipples without showing my nipples.
I think it was just a tactic for ratings. You know,
Agreed.
nipple tactic.
How much
Have you seen Friends before?
A few episodes here
Shit.
and there.
Old school, new school.
Wow.
I didn't. I definitely like the last few seasons.
Yeah, nobody was watching.
I say I'm the opposite.
Oh,
I
really?
tapped in for the end.
Oh.
I tapped in for the end. I wasn't from the beginning, and I wasn't really. Same thing with Seinfeld. I never really watched Seinfeld.
But you watch Friends because the nipples.
Right.
I mean, maybe
And
subconsciously.
the hairstyle. Whatever.
Remember the
hairstyle
episode
shit.
Brad Pitt was on
Yeah.
when he was dating?
Yeah, yeah,
When he was
yeah.
dating.
Oh, yeah.
What's her face?
They had a lot of big cameos on there.
Yeah.
What about Saved by the Bell? You know what that is?
Of course, I know what that is, but no, I haven't watched it either.
Man.
I don't watch a lot of shows.
No,
I don't watch
Megan's
a lot
like
of shows.
iCarly and Hannah Montana.
Saved by the Bell.
I watched it.
Oh
I
yeah,
taped
Hannah
it.
Montana. Hell yeah.
Hannah Montana was part of your world.
Loved Hannah Montana. I love Lizzie McGuire, all of that.
Okay,
Lizzie
okay.
McGuire, Hillary Duff.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah, Hillary Duff is gorgeous.
Gorge.
But you guys never really watched that, right?
No.
What?
Because you
Hannah
any of
Montana.
the like
shit?
Hannah
No.
Montana.
I mean, Hannah
High School
Montana.
Musical.
I think we're already in our
Definitely-
20s.
Definitely
Hannah
not.
Montana.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
I have to watch some of that stuff because of my daughter now. So I have seen High School
Yeah.
Musical, and that's the biggest bullshit I've ever seen. These guys are singing while playing basketball. I'm telling my daughter this is horrible. This is horrible, horrible stuff.
Well, I mean, that's the route that leads to Broadway. You know, I mean, that's
Oh.
that game.
Listen, the message is good though, Kurt.
Is it though? Because that broad was rich and bitchy and really mean. And what was her name? Posh? Pish? What? was-
Sharpay.
Sharpay. Her name was Sharpay.
Isn't
and
that a
she
dog?
was awful. Yeah. She was a mean person. So they teach you how to be mean for 45 minutes. And then like the
And they
last
tell you,
20
"Don't
minutes-
do that."
Yeah. At the end, they tell you not to do it. Right?
I don't know if I would interpret
Well, I
it
mean, there's a
exactly
whole
that,
like
but-
culture of like mean girls. Like that's a thing.
Yes.
It's a thing.
Megan, what was like the show that shaped your youth? What was it? Like, what was the one?
Oh, Lizzie McGuire.
Wow.
Totally.
See, I don't know
I
that one.
loved her. My whole bedroom was her.
Lizzie McGuire is Hillary Duff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but Hillary Duff is
Yeah, there was
older
a
than
show,
Hannah
there
Montana.
were
right?
movies. Then she was a singer, so then I would go to her concerts. It was great.
Wow.
Hillary
It's
Duff was a
great.
singer.
Yeah.
She
Cheaper
did it
by-
all.
Cheaper
she
by the
was
dozen?
a triple threat.
Got it.
Cheaper by the dozen.
Yeah.
I always had
Cheaper by the Dozen was an amazing movie.
always had a thing for her.
Hillary Duff.
Yeah.
She kind of like Hillary Duff, what was out when we were kids too.
Now she's jacked, like a specimen of an older woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Like CrossFit?
I think she just
Hillary's
did some sort of a
stunning.
nude episode, a nude magazine or something.
Hillary Duff is "Let the Rain Fall Down."
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
Hillary Duff.
And bang
Or is that
bang.
Ashley Simpson?
Yeah.
Is that Ashley Simpson?
No, I think it's Hillary Duff.
No, that's Hillary Duff because I could tell you that because I would be like, Mom and Dad, sit your ass on the couch. We're turning off the lights.
You doing a show?
Andrew, my brother, is going to put the spotlight on the hallway and I'm going to perform
Oh my
that
gosh.
song specifically.
That's what it's like
hilarious.
having girls.
You think there's any home
Oh
videos?
my God.
That we could
Probably.
get?
Everything was a dance routine.
I
Every
gotta
single
go
thing was a
fucking
dance
talk to
routine.
Big Den.
That's great.
Oh, yeah. He's got all the stuff.
That's awesome.
No.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was the best. This kind of brings me to I couldn't think of a good new school thing, but I did think of something that I was talking about last week. Have you guys heard of Yik Yak?
Nope.
Did you know what that was?
No.
Wow.
The fuck is that?
Because that was a thing end of high school going into college. It was like, it was I guess, social media platform that within a 5-mile radius, all anonymous, people could just post what they were thinking. So I would be like, there's a screamer in the south end of Boston, and like all the people in a similar area that heard it and thought it was funny would go like upvote it. So your goal was to post funny stuff or things that people would think was interesting and upvote it.
That's interesting.
But it got banned because people were posting like really messed up stuff on there and like cheating in college because they'd be like, yeah, I'm in bio 101. Here's the answers to the final. Like it was bad.
That's
And
good shit.
I figured, I didn't know if you guys had that.
It was text
But, like-
only or images too?
No, I believe it was text only.
Got it.
Yeah, but like I remember one time early on in college, we were in a lecture hall and I posted something funny on there, not bullying. And it got upvoted and I was at the top and I was like, this is it. Like I made it in Binghamton University. It was like the coolest thing ever.
So if they
If
did,
you know what
Yeah.
you should have did there? It's just a little like host
No,
to
give me-
host. You know, what do you call that? Advice. You should have made us
Yeah.
guess what it was.
That's interesting.
Because in my mind, you know what that was? It was like gack. You know what gack is?
Like the silly
No.
putty shit?
Yeah, it was like some
Sounds like
sort of a
slime,
silly
wasn't
putty.
it?
You know, like yeah,
Huh.
but it made
Now,
noises.
That's fun.
You know,
Because you know what's funny is that a lot of what I couldn't think of something good for this. I kept coming to like words because I thought the thing that we talked about with Kurt, the no cap thing, was so hysterical. So I kept thinking of words that
super
maybe
hilarious.
you guys didn't know. But now that should be a segment in itself. Like guess
Oh,
the thing.
There's plenty of there's plenty of stuff that's in the whole language category that Kurt's definitely never heard. Definitely.
Totally.
actually,
Do you,
Jake said no cap to me the other day, and
Yes.
he had no idea what it meant though.
All right.
did he see
He
your video?
actually said, "I'm not." I don't know what he said, but it wasn't right. I was like, "You don't even know what it means."
Did he say skirty mode? My kids say skirty mode.
Skirty mode?
I don't know what that means, but they
No.
say it.
Nothing like that. I don't know what that means.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, there's that one guy on TikTok that the guys that says like Chetty, like
Yeah,
Chetty
yeah.
Betty, like fucking Chipper Whippers. You know what I mean? Like that dude talks the way like a lot of like
Freezer
young,
tarps?
like young white dudes talk.
Freezer tarps.
That guy's funny.
I don't know.
Tarps off. Tarps off, Kurt. What do you think that means?
Tarps off, tops off, tarps off.
Topless?
Yeah, you had it. No
Naked.
shirts. No shirts.
Naked, right? Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Tarps off in the gym, you know?
Tarps off. You know what I noticed when you play sports? You can't go shirts and skins anymore. It's
Oof.
illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal.
You're
It's
really
crazy.
just fucking triggering it. That was like my worst nightmare.
It
It
back
was
in the
my
day.
worst nightmare too. I always wanted
I'm
to be
so
on
happy
shirts.
it's illegal.
To kids who are chubby, it's
Oh.
a rough scenario. Shirts and skins.
To find out what
Yeah.
number you were gonna be, if you were gonna
Oh,
be that
yeah.
odd number.
Shirts and skins for,
Oh,
for
God,
kids
my
who were
stomach
chubby.
just started hurting so
Oh,
hard.
it was the
Holy
worst.
I hate you.
Oh, I had to bring it up. Sorry.
I would find ways to just fucking leave.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't want to play a sport with no shirt on next to somebody sweating up against them and stuff. It's disgusting.
Another boy?
As I continue my journey at the regular gym, like, you know, I'm a part-time gym guy in addition to the danger room. And like I just keep noticing like all these different, like so many extreme personalities in the gym. Like there's just so much going on.
I think that's everywhere. It's just you're concentrated in one space there.
Yeah.
You know?
But so the other day, I'm like on like the stretch area, like where I'm just, you know, I usually do like a little bit of cardio first, get warm, stretch, and kind of get myself moving a little before I start lifting weights. And so I'm stretching, and I watch this guy. He comes over like doom, 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 like fucking like pounding the earth, right? He comes down, he pulls out the foam roller, he gets on the foam roller, he's aggressively foam rolling, and like so bulky, and then all of a sudden does the I gotta shit my pants dance and fucking books it to the bathroom. And it was such an experience, like to watch this guy grum, 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 and then go from being like a meatball to like his knees knocking, and he beelined for the bathroom, and it was good. It was an
Must have had a
experience.
bacon, egg, and cheese before I went to the
Something.
gym.
Well, the pre-workout hit him. Well, I don't know what it was, but it was pretty good.
Having a shit like while you're doing anything like activity wise like that is brutal. You know?
Unscheduled shit, middle of the day while you're doing anything is the worst thing in the world.
I don't like shitting in public. I was heavy on Imodiums for a while when I would go out in
Imodium?
public. Yeah.
Stop yourself from going to the bathroom?
Yeah, like
That's fucking
weddings,
sick.
fucking. If I was going out that night, yeah, I used to take Imodium.
What?
Oh
Sometimes
God.
my mind will
That's
fuck
like
with me.
psycho. Fuck, that's psycho.
I don't want to take a shit.
Wow.
Sometimes my mind will fuck with me, like especially when I'm at like Disney World and like you're on a line. If you're on a long line and you're trapped,
And one goes
maybe
in the
you
chamber.
just had lunch, you know, and you like start to feel it bubbling up. There's no way out of there. Like there's no way to get out. Like you're not getting out of there in time. Like you're shitting yourself.
Yeah.
You know? And sometimes like that panic will just sweat. Will just take over.
Yeah. I don't think
know?
you should do much after you eat a meal, especially out. You got to give it time to
Yeah.
make some room.
It doesn't happen to me that way. It's only if it's an unscheduled one, it's usually because maybe there's like a little bug going on or something like that. You know,
You're always bottled up.
it's like a
What about you,
problem.
Megan?
God.
How often do you
I
shit
don't
your pants in
understand.
public?
How's your poop sketch?
This is way out of her comfort zone. She's
Poop?
yeah.
Poop is out of
she
her
don't
comfort
like
zone.
poopy talk.
No, I just like that's not like my comedy, you know.
Girls don't poop, right?
No, I don't subscribe to that either. I'm not part of that movement. I just would rather not. I'm good. I don't want to chat about it. I'm good. My situation is all under control. That's all you
Everybody
need to know.
poops.
I'm good.
No, and everybody's been in that situation to where
Absolutely.
you're like, oh
That's
fuck.
the worst thing in the entire world.
It is.
That's
It's
what I
bad.
want.
It's
That
bad.
There is. I would argue there's nothing worse. I actually saw Would You Rather. It was on a podcast that I love actually, and it was Would you rather you're on a 3-hour flight, horrible turbulence the whole time, or diarrhea
Horrible turbulence.
the whole time?
Horrible turbulence.
Really?
And I hate turbulence more than anybody. I would rather have that.
Without
I would
a
be
doubt.
fine with either one of those things.
I'd
The
probably
whole
go
plane
poop.
ride, diarrhea.
I'd
Well, I
probably
mean,
go
you mean
poop.
getting up and going to the
Yeah,
bathroom
of
and
course.
then sitting back down and
Yeah,
getting
you
up?
can't-
In
like-
that bathroom?
Yes.
I think I'd do the poop.
Oh.
I
my
don't mind
God.
either one.
No way. I'll take turbulence
I do
all
both.
day long. The thought of
yeah.
like the thought of going.
Well, no, you might be in trouble because turbulence seatbelt sign's always on. You know, and you gotta shit your seat.
Oh, God, I shit myself.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a
Interesting.
bad one. That's a bad one. Anywho's.
I think like the obsessive fear of public bathrooms is also a weird thing.
Megan, what are you reading lately?
What am I reading? That's a real funny you asked, John. Every single so I have two things because one you're not going to care about, but every single like beachy romance book that I could find, I'm going to read it.
'Kay.
Big hot on the romance books right now, but you guys aren't going to care about those. So if any of my girlies are listening, read Happy Place.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like
next
the
one is-
romance, the women romance thing is like a lot of adultery happening in there.
Yes.
You know?
I mean, we're
There's
not
some
reading
adultery
it, but
here
yes.
and there. There
Okay.
is.
I mean, in my mind,
There-
it's all adultery.
chicks cheating
No.
on guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the romance novels, I feel like the chicks they're adventurous.
Well, it's the guy that they're with,
Yeah.
doesn't appreciate them. Then they find the fucking pool boy.
It's somehow still the guy's fault, right?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
Gotta
All
be.
right.
She's-
I'm
Well,
just-
anyway,
just
that's
asking.
not what I was insinuating. But my other book that I'm starting is called Why We Sleep.
Okay.
I'm on a sleeping journey right
Love it.
now. Inspired by my main man Peter Attia. This one's by Matthew Walker, and it's all about like sleeping and how to optimize it and like hack.
Well, you got to get a tracker. I mean, when are you going to opt in?
I don't really want to get that serious about it. To be
Yeah,
honest
but I
with you.
think you can't really do it without the tracker. I mean, you could.
I don't agree.
No?
I don't agree with that.
But how do
No,
you know?
I don't want to wear something on me while I'm sleeping.
First of
I
all,
don't think.
Matthew, what's the guy's name? Matthew Walker?
Walker.
He's the OG of sleep. He started
Yeah.
the whole thing for all of these motherfuckers. They're just biting
Yeah,
off of
'cause-
him.
After I saw the whole section in Peter Attia's book, I decided to look up other sleep books, and it was the #1 rated book.
Yeah, he's the gangster.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the only argument for the tracker is that, like, from what I understand, is that you can, like what you said, like you'll sleep, and the quality of like you don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you can
well-
sleep and you don't know whether or not, like the whole, from what I understand, the whole game is REM and SWS. Like, so the higher the percentage of those two things is where you're getting the ultimate benefit of sleep. And without a tracker, you can't know that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just
You're not ready.
completely
You're not ready.
gung ho on being like plugged in the entire time to like
Got it.
knowing everything. I'm
Got
more
it.
going on feeling right now.
Can't wait to hear the output of that book. We need a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Yeah.
I totally will give it to you, of course.
So we were just talking about this a few minutes ago. I listened to like a preview of one of the paid, I think it was Huberman's thing, and he was talking about like the caffeine thing and what it has to do with sleep, because I get really bad sleep. Like I'll sleep a while, but the Whoop
Yeah.
thing says it's not good. And they talk about like the half-life of caffeine is like 8 to 12 hours.
I saw that.
So
yeah.
like now I was trying very hard not to drink coffee, but
I think you just have to figure out how to cut it down first.
that just made a weird noise. Yeah, definitely.
Like, cause you're like 7 cups a day. Like, you know, if you
Seven's a
you
lot.
can get it to 4,
It's not 7.
it's high. It's up there.
It depends on the day.
That's a lot.
Depends on the day.
That's just another thing that you
Yeah.
do.
They're all things.
They're
I
all
know.
things.
And
You're
you
right.
guys
Pizza
are
guy
always
knowing
trying-
my fucking order, you
guys
know,
are always trying
getting
to
hooked
change
up at the
things. It's
kava
crazy.
bar, the coffee.
At least
It's all
you're
the
trying
same.
to improve. I
You
mean,
know?
everybody here is trying
Yeah.
to
Well,
improve.
the hard part is that like little vices and stuff, like I don't think it's possible to live life without them.
Without a couple. Yes.
Without, you know what I mean? Because I just think there's a level of like, you know, we're all floating around in this fucking weird world, like without any.
And you like to do
understanding
some
why.
stuff for a certain amount of time, and then you get out of it.
I don't even think it's that. I think that like you need a little bit of mind-numbing shit that just kind of makes you escape from the.
Yeah, it's called weed.
Yeah, but whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like it's
Another thing.
different. It's
another
all
thing.
of the things.
Yes.
It's all of the things for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But like I don't know. Like how do you do life without any of them? I don't think you can. And I think perhaps
I think you can.
maybe you shouldn't.
I think you can. I think it's just how do you lean into the more healthy ones that make you feel good?
But what are they?
Exercise, eating right,
Sure.
getting enough sleep. Those are all things that are good things to be addicted
Yeah,
to.
but what we were talking about earlier, like if you become obsessed with those things,
Then
and they
it's out of
become
control.
Not
and it's like
obsessed,
it's
yes.
like
But those are the healthiest things. Versions of those are the healthiest things to be addicted to. You know?
Megan, when do you have time to read? When do you read? Before bed?
Yeah, at night.
Before bed.
I
When-
start my wind down routine at about 8 p.m.
Okay.
every night.
And that doesn't
Like, if
end
I'm
with
not
TV.
starting it up at 8 to go to bed at 10, I'm a little stressed out. And I know I'm not gonna be able to do that forever when I have a kid before Jesse says it. But for right now, that's what I do.
You can still read while you have a kid. It's fine. When do you read?
First thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning.
I can't read it.
Yeah, see,
If
that's
I read at night,
Well, that's what I figured.
Goodbye.
You were a guy who goes
Yeah.
right home and you're pretty much out. So that's why I was wondering.
if I struggle to go to sleep, I'll read, and within 5 pages, see
Right.
it. Lights out.
Because
Yeah.
it seems like you guys read a lot. So God
I
bless you.
listen in my car.
I used to when I was going
I
to the
listen
Bronx.
to audiobooks in my car.
Yeah.
If you read 25 pages a day, right?
Yeah.
And you're reading 3 books at a time. This is my fucking crazy psychopath
That's
math.
nuts.
25 pages a day if you're reading 3 books at a time, and you read 3 books at a time because then
Like
if you're not-
simultaneously?
yeah, because then if you're
can't do
not
that.
into one, you will keep going because the other one you'll be into, you know?
Why would you pick up the book that you're not into?
Well, like let's say you get bored of it for a little while, you know? Like I'm also fully into the if it's not doing it for you, throw it away.
Same.
That's
Move
what
on
I'm
to the
saying. I
next
feel
one.
like that's a book that's not doing it for
Same.
you.
But having the 3 or 2, whatever, will keep you going. And if you read 25 books, 25 pages a day, you'll read 35 books in a year. Easy. Easy.
I have like a cycle of audiobook, podcast, music in the car. Like there's never like I don't go back and forth. It's like I'm either in the space of
Yeah, you're in that mode. or
I'm
you're
listening
in the
to
other mode.
music,
Yep.
and usually when I'm listening to music, which I don't know if this is the best thing, but like I'm listening to music almost like when I'm making music and I'm writing music, I'm always like listening music to like kind of get some secrets and figure out like how'd they do that, you know what I mean? And then it's like I'll go through the podcast phase to where it's like Joe Rogan and the interviews, and then I'll be like, you know, fucking audiobook, and I kind of jostle between those 3.
The audio book, it's just it's another thing. It's like I want to be focused in on the one thing, and the audio book, it's like my mind just goes in 25 different directions.
Yeah,
in the
it
audio
depends. I
And I
feel
gotta
like
rewind
depends.
it 100 times, and you know.
If I didn't have the like life at home, like if it was different, you know what I mean, like with the kids and stuff and the way like everything's laid out, like it's hard. It's hard to
Yeah, I have a tough time finding time to read.
It's hard to because reading I think requires not only does it require like focus and time, but it also requires the space of being like in a place where you're kind of not like I can't do it with other people,
With anyone else
with,
around.
with anybody
Yeah,
else
yeah.
around. Like I can't
Yeah.
do it with people interrupting me or asking me questions or
Yeah, like people bring it to the beach, people bring
Yeah.
it to the pool. I can't do that. I'm
I
watching
mean-
too many things that are going on.
Same,
So
same.
difficult.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I'm saying. Like I like to gravitate towards things where it's like I'm not looking at
Forced.
my phone. Like that's what I'm focusing on, you know, for that time. Like I think more things like that are better for everybody.
Definitely.
What about the goals?
Oh yeah. Let's we can close out with that.
Okay, who wants to start?
Everything works.
I think I want to compete in a jiu-jitsu tournament by the end of the year.
Love it.
Oh, before the end of
Love
the
that.
year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Love that. I'm gonna make a sign.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right. No,
I rolled yesterday live for the first time since I came back from surgery. So it's the first time I did it since January 14th when my fucking shoulder left my body. And I did way better than I thought I would do. I think I still have to take it easy because like any explosive movement could kind of put me in a bad way. But I feel like I'm getting really close. And that's what I want to do. I want to compete again.
what do you got?
Crazy. Me?
Yeah.
I
Who,
mean-
me?
I mean,
What are you,
This guy. Well,
Nothing. Just hanging around.
just hanging. No, I want
Running
to.
hot.
I gotta have a first draft of my next book done.
That's
by
cool.
the end of the year.
Like
Oh.
that. Was hoping for a health one from you, but all right, we'll take that.
I mean, I want to be 220, but I'm tired of saying it.
You need a health one.
All right.
All right, let's go.
sorry.
We'll stick with the book. Health one will be next year.
Okay.
Season 2.
I'll do double. You want me to do double?
Nope.
No.
Why don't you pick one?
All right, Megan, what do you got?
All right. I am trying to do a 155 half marathon. So I did 2 hours, and then I was like, oh, I just want to break 2. And then I was like, that's not really a good goal because I did 2 hours flat. So I'm going to try to shave like 5 minutes off, which is a lot for me.
I think you're
So
going to do
I have
150.
one booked in September. So if it doesn't happen then, it's going to happen at a later one this year.
Which one?
So it's a Bayshore one, end of September.
Here? Bayshore here?
Sounds like a road trip.
Yeah, I feel like we should.
Yeah.
we-
A road trip
we
to,
should-
the,
we
to the
should-
fucking down the block?
Well, I mean, like road trip all of us.
Oh.
No, but
I mean like all of us go. I mean,
we should document it. You know what I mean?
wait.
Yeah, vlog it.
An hour and 50. How many miles is it? 16?
Half marathon.
13.
13.
So it's roughly like 20 to 30 seconds off each mile, which is a lot for me.
so many miles.
That's the goal.
I think you could do 150.
I think I could too, but 155 is my starting goal.
All right.
All right.
Because that's going to be hard, but I'm not, I think I could do it.
It's achievable.
So,
God bless.
yeah. So stay tuned.
What do you
September
got?
30th.
250. I
All
gotta
right.
get to 250
250 pounds.
Yep.
By the end of the year.
by the end of the year.
Love that.
Where are you at now?
285.
All right.
Oh, my. Totally.
I mean, her goal
I'm not
ends in
eating this-
September. She shaved 3
Dummy.
months. She shaved 3 months off her goal.
Well, she's an overachiever all the time.
Damn.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean, I got a DEXA on Friday, and we'll see what happens, and then 250.
Will you ever say what you were at your biggest?
Of course.
What were you at your
It's like
biggest?
375.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Shit.
That's amazing.
To go to 250? That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's huge.
It's great.
250.
It's a person.
250. And then from there, fucking
Maxim cover
Mr.
model.
Globe World.
Maxim?
whatever it
That's like a thing.
Tarps off.
is. Tarps off all the time.
Stuff like tarps off all the time. Grease it. Fucking. Yeah.
Grease it?
Grease it.
Oil it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Make it fucking
Lube it up.
shiny.
I
Make
think
it
that's a weird
shiny.
thing. I watched the Arnold Schwarzenegger documentary.
I couldn't bear to even
It was
listen to that.
great. It was
He
amazing.
says the same. Wait, the show or the documentary?
the
he has a show.
three-part
Three
series on
episodes.
Netflix.
The one with the F name?
What?
He's in a show.
No.
It was about his
Oh,
life.
okay.
It's a three-part documentary thing on Netflix.
Gotcha. I've seen a couple.
It went. It did the
I thought it was his
bodybuilder
TV show.
era,
Yeah,
the movie
yeah.
star era, and the politician era. And
Gotcha.
it was very,
It's
very.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
That fucking picture, that one picture that's in Fitness Incentive, it's everywhere. Of
Where
him
he's like
with
this?
his
Yeah.
arms out. That's
Yeah.
the best picture ever.
How many times did he say unbelievable?
he
It's
said
just
all.
unbelievable.
He said all of that
It's
shit.
amazing.
No, inspiring guy though. You can't. It's hard to argue it.
So here's what we're gonna do with the goals.
Okay.
Okay.
We're not gonna talk about all of them every episode. It's just like a rotating check-in.
Okay.
So one a week, right?
Meaning like each person will have a
Yeah.
point.
So like by the time, what are we doing? 12 episodes or 13 episodes was the thing.
Yeah.
So everyone will get to talk about their goal 3 times. And then we'll be at the end of the year.
Jeez Louise.
accountability.
All right.
And
Here we
gotta
go,
hold
I'm
everybody
ready.
accountable. And you bring a funny story about it, you know?
Yeah.
I was writing
Okay.
and my dog ate the first page
You dick.
for Megan. It was like I was running and my shoelace came undone.
Yeah, I think I'm going to treat myself to new shoes
Go
to
for it.
incentivize it. I'm also, a mini goal that I'm doing is no shopping in July.
I've done that. I've done
So
that.
I'm trying to get the last spending in the next 3-4 days before July starts. Then go for it with the new sneakers that are $150.
Holy
Whatever.
shit.
What happens if, for those who hit their goal, what do we do? And for those who don't, what do we do?
I don't know.
For those that don't hit it, got to run around the building with your pants down. Not you, Megan.
wants-
All right.
Not you, Megan.
Yeah, running is a part of her goal.
Well, at least you be quick.
Yeah, true. Mine will be speedy. No, we'll have to think of something. We'll think of something.
Yeah.
Public humiliation.
All right.
Public humiliation will do it. Like you ever hear the Tim Ferriss has it, like where like if you don't hit a goal, you gotta like donate to the Nazi party.
Wow.
You know?
That's
Oh
interesting.
my
It's intense.
God.
It's intense.
That is intense and embarrassing at the same time. Shit.
Well, thanks for listening, all the listeners. I know some of my girlfriends are going to listen to this, so hey, girls.
Hey, girls.
Nice.
What's up,
Fucking, that's
girls?
Fans. What's
Hey,
up,
y'all.
ladies?
What's up, girl?
Hey, girl.
Hit that DM.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
What's up, shouty?
Hit that heart button.
All right. I hope they checked out before they heard all that.
No way. This
Don't
is
mind them, you guys.
Don't you edit me.